So let me give you some examples of good ideas for videos, and then maybe you'll understand what I'm saying. All right. These are about 6 or 7 different ideas that will work with any business, whether it's a product business, a service business, it will work with anything. Number 1, frequently asked questions. You understand your clients and customers. What do they ask you about? What do they want to know from you? You probably have a list of 100 things that would be interesting videos. Now, think about the top 10 or top 15 things that people are always asking for. Is it going to be something, are you going to then take and answer the question and say, hey, we have a lot of people wondering about this. Let me answer that question for you. That's a good video, okay? It doesn't need to be long. It doesn't need to be beautiful. It just needs to be authentic, right? You need to be yourself, and you need to be answering the questions. You need to not be afraid of sharing your expertise with these people, because that is what they see as value, right? Pretty good. All right, cool. All right, now, FAQ, think about that. So go and look at all the, what are the frequently asked questions that hours of the store opening? That might be a frequently asked question, but that's not necessarily a good video idea. On the other hand, hey, how do I use this product, or what is the, in terms of my business, I'm a marketing strategist. So people come to me and say, I got to put up a Facebook page. Well, maybe you do. Maybe you don't. That is a frequently asked question. And what I would say to them is, go back to the original ideal client, and who are they, and what do they need to know from you, and where do you find them? If you are a lawyer, or if you are a professional of any account, Facebook is probably not where you want to be. LinkedIn, that's a better place. Okay, so you see what I'm saying? Like, this is a frequently asked question for me. Now, number 2, how-to tips and tutorials. Perfect for videos. A pool company that I worked for, we did a series of videos on how to use the chlorination. It's a special chlorinator. It's not just like throwing a cup in the pool. This is, you really have to do all the testing. You really have to know how to use the thing. So we did a lot of videos on how to do that. Tips, tutorials. This can flow from the frequently asked questions pretty easily. And this is a way of you sharing your expertise. Now, a word about that. A lot of people are afraid of sharing their expertise because that's what they charge for. And I will say to you, as I'm doing right now, this is a free video. I'm sharing my expertise with you. Share your expertise with people, and they will want to know more. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. Because your knowledge, even if it's what you're charging for, you're still, you have the ability to think within your expertise the way that someone who doesn't know your expertise wouldn't be able to. So by all means, share a piece of your knowledge that you're willing to share. Give this away. Help people, help them. Chances are they will want more from you. Not everybody can become a doctor, lawyer, and nor do they want to. They just need some help and some information. WebMD is a good example. Okay. Now, a product or service review. You got to make them real opinions, and you got to make them useful. You can't just go, hey, I really like this. It's great. No. I want, if you are, let's say, for example, you are a web designer, and you particularly like working in WordPress, all right? And there's some really great plugins, or there's some really cool stuff. Show people, tell people about that. Go on your website and do a little video and say, look, these are some of the plugins. If you have X kind of business, I would recommend you use these kind of plugins. You see what I'm saying? So this kind of product or service review will really help and will really get your clients more interested in everything you have to say. Company news, kind of like a press release. If you hire somebody new, you want to introduce them or whatever. These are great little videos. Really, 1 minute, 2 minutes max, okay? Interviews. If you have somebody that directly impacts your expertise, your business, they're peripheral to your expertise or your business, and you happen to be working in connection with them or something, and you know that your potential client would be interested in what they had to say, interview them. Grab your little camera and say, would you mind if I took a little interview to share with all of my clients and customers on my website, just to talk, give them a little more information of how we're working on this project? Yeah. So get their permission. Get it in, get a signature, okay? Because you're going to then have their likeness and their expertise on your website. So there are plenty of release forms all over the web. Check out video release forms. Print one. If you're going to put anybody on your website that's not you, make them sign it, because you'll save yourself in legal a lot of problems later on. All right, I'm gonna, this is a really long video, so there's gonna be a part 2, okay? Part 2 coming up.